I tell you,
There it goes.
when you're an adult, the highlight of my day yesterday afternoon was restringing the weed eater and changing the filter in the the water softener. Why grow up? Kids ought to just stay kids. There's nothing good about it. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our May 4th, 2026 Commissioners Meeting. Commissioner Lennox will lead us in an invocation and pledge this morning.
Good morning, Lord. Thank you for allowing all of us here to wake up this morning to do your earthly work here on earth for other people. Thank you for that opportunity to live here in the United States of America. Thank you for the opportunity tomorrow here in Indiana for us to exercise our right to vote for elected officials. And thank you for the many blessings that you give us each and every day. Be with us today as we make decisions for Bartholomew County and its citizens. In thy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Carl. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. First up, we have the approval of minutes.
I'll move to approve those minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? None. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. Approval of claims.
I'll move to approve claims.
And I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Motion passes. New permits for the week. It's a big week. April 27th. We had 26 new permits issued, a fee amount of $6,400 with a value amount of $8,006,679. Josh, you adding on to your house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That report's available in code enforcement if anybody would like to see that. Always kind of amazed. I love getting that report every week because that's a big number. That's a big number. And we had a big number last week. Columbus and Bartholomew County continue to build. It's pretty amazing to me. And those were all new single-family dwellings, by the way. County Highway, Danny Hollander, good morning.
Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
I believe you owe us a monthly report. We didn't have it ready we forgot to take it last time.
No, I think you had it. I mean, I don't know. I think
Okay.
it's done.
All right. Jim? He prepared the monthly report at the last meeting. We did not vote on it. Is it appropriate to enter it in the minutes this week?
Yeah.
Yes. Remember?
Is that a motion, Tony?
You did not approve it last week. We had it, but it wasn't approved.
That's what I'm
We just
saying.
didn't accept it into our minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it
I'm-
is in the
Heard it.
minutes.
And I wanted to check with
Exactly.
the attorney to see if it's appropriate to do that.
didn't, you died, you ignored it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't.
We had it. We just
Yeah,
didn't.
right.
We've been making for State Board of Accounts purposes. For a couple of years, we've always made a motion to accept it into our minutes so that they're happy. And we didn't do it last week. I'll move that we accept those on a belated basis.
I'll second
We have
that.
a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion?
It's not that we don't trust Danny. It's just that try to keep
With the
good
DLGF,
graces with the,
the DLGF does not trust Danny.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe they know something we don't know. Anyway, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Thank
And then
you.
also, I think that report is used for the stormwater numbers at 450, not 457, what's it? the stormwater ordinance.
MS4?
Carl. MS4, I think they use that in that report also.
Well, there's the, Stacy puts the back page, the stuff that pertains to us, and then
Right.
at the end of the year, they put them all together for their annual
All right.
report. And
We need to keep it all legal and wrapped
Yeah.
up pretty.
All right.
All right, so we
I'll
got that
try
done.
and
Now-
remember that.
Moving right along.
Yeah, the crew report, we, put up high water signs, we cleaned out pipes on Southern Crossing. We haven't cleaned the big bridge, but we cleaned out some of the smaller structures on there. We patched with the hot box and the Durapatcher. We picked up trash out of the right of way. We did some ditching on 275 and 400 west. We fixed the bridge on 600 north. We plowed corn stalks off the road after the high water went down, removed a log jam on 300 south. Picked up some trees and stumps in Wayne Park. I guess that's helping the park board. Crack sealed on 550 north. And then, the railroad widened the 700 north crossing.
Oh,
So
completed? They got it completed?
their part.
Okay.
And then we went up and tied into theirs, so we match in, so now it just needs paved,
Okay.
so it's, moving along.
Danny, I noticed, and you just mentioned it, I noticed in a few places out in the county, we were either cold mix or hot mixing potholes. Are
Yeah.
those some of the deeper ones?
Yeah, or if we just get behind
Okay.
and we try to get them,
And with the washouts on the edge of the road, sometimes they're so big
yeah,
that the depth, it would take forever to fill that with the Durapatcher.
right, but sometimes we do, but
Yeah.
if, we're behind, we use whatever we got
Okay,
and try
alright.
to just get potholes filled and,
I hate seeing a hot mix patch because it's gonna pop out.
yeah. It's better to hit a hole for
Yeah,
short term.
For a couple of years, maybe it'll
Yeah.
hold.
Driving into town this morning and on 200, I saw somebody was crack sealing, but it wasn't us. There was a truck had Howard on the side of it,
We're at on 200.
close to Schnell's Corner.
Huh. Well, thank them, Tony.
It was
Thank them
very
for us.
strange. That's what they were doing.
They might have got over the line.
If they went all the way to Snell's Corner, they went like 2 miles.
Yeah.
Or a mile and a half anyway.
Well, that's what they were doing.
You know, the city led a big contract for crack seal. Well,
Hmm.
maybe they got confused. We'll have to thank them.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, what else you got?
I think
for
we
us?
filled enough potholes on Lowell Road over the years to offset it.
Yeah,
Tony, what do
no
you think?
kidding, no kidding.
I got a quote from Tapco. This is for our flashing.
Someone
light.
knocked down our flashing light out at 500 and,
Yeah, but it's been over a year ago. We've been going around in circles trying to, we got, every time we talk to Tapco, they've got a different salesman for our area. We it seems to get lost and we got somebody now, we got a quote. And, just replacing, the ones that were damaged. This is
a
the parts.
car ran into it, their insurance is paying for it.
Yeah, so this is just, we had to go with Tapco, that's why we only have one quote, because that's where the.
That's where it's
equipment's
from, yeah. Brown Deer, Wisconsin,
I'd make-
$5,540.
I'd make a motion, we go ahead and accept that proposal from Tapco for that stop sign replacement.
Second?
The motion is second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes.
Tony, can I elaborate on something for just a second? Kind of joking about working with the city and getting some possibly free crack sealing, but we work really well with the city in those areas where we touch each other. And point in case here, or case in point, every Sunday going to church, I turn right on 350 West. And that's still, a portion of it, I think, is still a county road. But 7 or 8 years ago, Danny, we went in there and we kicked the shoulders out and we put an overlay down, but we replaced a box culvert there. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
And if I-
remember that. We had a gas line on.
Big
there.
one.
If I remember, it was like 70 or 80 grand, and it was a huge box culvert because we extended it and we spent a little extra money so that when the city annexed that and they come in and widen the road, the box culvert, which is a bridge, is already in place.
Well, that project's in the works.
I know that, and that's kind of why I brought it up. I'm sure nobody will remember that, but we try to do those kind of things when we can.
Yeah.
Because they're all local
Think ahead.
taxpayers and, you know, we could have spent 40,000 and put in a
Yeah.
50-foot box culvert, but we put in an 80-footer and spent another 25 or 30,000, but they won't have to rip it out
Right.
when they widen that
Long,
road.
long term. Got it. Danny, anything else?
All I have.
Have a great week.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have a consideration of a grant application for the sheriff's office. I believe we have Lieutenant Andrew Dugan on with us today. Good morning, Lieutenant Dugan.
Lieutenant Dan,
Lieutenant.
is that Lieutenant Dan?
Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning. Tell us what's going on today.
So I've been working with Matron Shake at the sheriff's office here, and we are asking for permission, I guess, to apply for a grant through the CSX Railroad. They offer grants annually, a lot of times awarded to law enforcement agencies for numerous things. What we're asking for is to be able to apply for this grant, and if we're awarded the grant, we would be using the funds to update some of the equipment for the SWAT team, or specifically the sheriff's office members assigned to the joint SWAT team.
This is a grant through the CSX Corporation, one of the largest freight railroad companies in North America. The Pride in Service program offered its community investment initiative supporting veterans, military members, and first responders. This grant is in the amount of $19,800. Commissioners?
I'll move that we approve this grant request for $19,800.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Lieutenant Dugan.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Next up, also in the sheriff's office, we have Captain Chris Roberts. Chris, are you here with us today?
Yes, I am. How are you guys
Good
doing?
morning. Good. Good morning, Captain Roberts. Can you tell us what you're at? Looks like we're hammer equipment, total of $10,194.
Yes, Sheriff's Office is requesting approval to purchase some camera equipment for our criminal investigation division.
Okay.
This money is going to be paid, or the bill is going to be paid out of drugs asset forfeiture money.
Gotcha.
I don't have any questions.
Commissioners?
I'll make a motion that we approve that request, $10,194.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. Thank you, Captain Roberts.
Thank you very much.
Next up, we have our IT Director, Scott Mays. Good morning, Scott. Consideration of agreement with Smithville for our county government office internet.
Yes, sir. So the first item I have on here is for our county offices internet service. This is the internet service that provides to all of our county employees, staff, and services. This is a new 3-year term. The prior expired this year. And $1,164 a month is the total for that service.
This is hosted at Dark Points.
It's the circuit is terminated at Dark Point.
Terminated at Dark Point.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
correct.
one of our primary spokes of our network.
And this is a decrease from our last year's
Yes, sir.
last 3-year agreement of
That's correct, right,
$162 a year, or
If,
we don't see a lot of these, so we're not sure what to do with them.
Scott, you have always, especially, I think you do it with all of our contracts, but especially with Smithville, you have a really good relationship with them.
Yeah,
And
I've
have
got
always,
20 years worth of.
been able to wiggle and save us a lot of money. And I appreciate Smithville being a good partner.
Yeah, they are good community partners, Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're those that they serve.
I'd make a motion, we go ahead and, enter into that 3-year agreement with Smithville.
I'll second, but I will say early, we had talked, Carl, you actually brought it up. I wish they were doing the county-wide internet service and finishing all that
Too.
up, but this is not. This is just for county
They don't
government
do,
office buildings.
They don't do, residential, I don't.
I
think.
wish they were.
They, in some communities, they do.
Yeah.
They're a
There's,
good
I can't
company.
remember which, but, they have a full, community public internet service.
Yeah, well, not here.
Are they based out of Monroe County?
Ellisville.
Yeah.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Scott, you also have a consideration of an annual software maintenance renewal for Schneider Geospatial, Geospatial. Schneider is maybe one of the most used website apps that we have in county.
For all city and county residents.
Yeah, this is where you can go and find out how much your neighbors are paying property tax.
That's true, that's one that is on there. Yeah, so this is a continuation of our existing agreement, provides the county with, GIS services. Very closely coordinated with the Columbus City Utilities, Planning Department, Columbus City Engineers, Bartholomew County. The Bartholomew County Assessor has numerous, functions they work with on there. This invoice is for the county portion only.
Mhm.
There's a memorandum of understanding between all of these agencies that pay their own portion of this expense. The county's portion this year is $24,281.83. This one unfortunately is an increase.
Yeah,
And we're gonna find out why.
yeah.
And let's see, that's about a 4% increase. So,
Scott, I don't see that, I don't know if Jenny Whipple's on the
She's not.
Zoom, doesn't seem like, look like it. The assessor's portion, does that come out of, reassessment fund, do you know?
I believe that is some of those.
I think that would be appropriate if
Yeah,
it's
and that,
not using county general.
and then Jenny also, the assessor's office, they also have some different assessor-specific services that they use from Schneider. That is 100% paid for by that office.
Okay,
And I don't know, if it's paid out of reassessment, but I'm pretty sure she budgets for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I recall the last council budget hearing.
Yeah.
did we vote on that?
We have not even
I'll
gotten to
make
a
a
motion.
motion that we, enter into that agreement with Schneider Geospatial, $24,281.83,
I'll second that,
the
Tony.
county portion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed?
Tony,
Motion
I will
passes.
mention, and I'm sorry, I keep interjecting here. I will mention the commissioner's approach over the years to county GIS. Some counties in the state of Indiana charge for certain services in the GIS field. In this county, we have always taken the approach that the taxpayers own this information. And we've never felt like we should charge you again for using the information that you actually own. So that's why you can get into Bartholomew County. Now, are there people that use it outside of the county and even outside of the state? Yes. But our realtors use it, our farmers use it a lot. I'm in there a lot. Tony, I think you live in there. But anyway, that's always been our approach and I hope it continues into the future.
It's a very helpful thing. All right.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot of our offices too. A lot of public inquiries, they're able to go get the information that they want, rather than have to, either come into our building or,
Right.
in
Yeah,
person or something like
right.
that.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. And real quickly before we go on to the next thing, and you brought up the assessor's office, but the Form 11s went out and we all got ours. And so now
What's a Form 11?
Form 11 comes from the assessor that tells you what your property is assessed for next year's tax year. And We had a small conversation about this morning. County property taxes it's not an easy way to figure it, but the main thing is, what is your property assessed for? Some people's property went down a little bit, some people's went up a lot, so I don't know that anybody's went down a lot, but it's interesting thing, the rate of Bartholomew County taxes, pretty low, the rate. The assessed value determines, you multiply that by the rate and get how much property tax you're gonna pay,
And people don't care about that. They care
the
about.
process.
They care about that bottom number.
They wanna see the number. And so, we catch a lot of grief. The commissioners have nothing to do with tax rates. I think we do play a small role in bridge tax rates, but only a small role. That's county council, and the assessor determines the value. So if you question those values, you need to reach out to the assessor's office.
Or
And
talk
there's
to
an appeal
somebody,
process.
talk to somebody that's a little familiar with it before you do that. I had a guy, it's been 3 or 4 years ago, a gentleman at church. And I get grabbed, even at church, even maybe in some times that maybe isn't appropriate, but he thinks it is. Larry, come here. I brought my property tax assessment. Come here. I looked at it, knew where this gentleman lived, and he was upset because it went up $50 twice a year. And I looked at it and I won't say his name, but I said, I know you're wanting to go to the assessor. Don't go talk to the assessor. Cause I know your house and you're paying way on the low end. So leave it alone.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's been a few years ago.
Anyway, property taxes everybody's talking about it right now. So the more we all understand about how it comes about, I think the better off we all are. Okay, next up, Scott, you have one more with Forte. Tell us what Forte is.
Yeah, Forte is the vendor that we use for installation and support of all of the audio visual equipment in this room, council chambers, all of our courtroom. And essentially the service agreement provides us with quick support or replacements or things that if one of the rooms goes out of service, that we can get it back into service. We internally handle all of the day-to-day supports, how to help get set up, to help run meetings and all of those things. But this is if something fails, we can get someone here quickly to fix that, so we don't have a courtroom out of service or something like that.
Okay.
This agreement is on an expected increase path, but due to the age of the equipment.
Mhm.
It was installed in 2019 and 2020, believe it or not. So it is getting close to the end of life.
Gosh, has it been that long?
It has been, it's unbelievable, yeah. So I believe if it's not 2027, it's 2028, that it's on our planned life cycle replacement schedule that I present to the council for budget planning and all of that. So this is to keep it running until then. Overall, it's pretty solid. We don't have a ton of problems, thankfully, but this is, they do a good job supporting.
Except when they do updates and don't tell us.
Yes, the Zoom updates are always fun to navigate.
Yeah, all right. The total is $7,542 for the annual renewal.
Yes, sir.
I make a motion, we go ahead and enter into that 1-year agreement with Forte.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, those opposed, motion passes. Next up, we have consideration of First Amendment to Employee Assistance Program Services Agreement with CureLink. This amendment is our agreement with CureLink for the county's Employee Assistance Program that was signed May 17th, 2023. Centerstone is the current provider and includes 8 visits to county employees before it reverts back to the medical insurance provider. This is for a term of 3 years. Will end June 30th, 2029, and it goes up 25 cents per employee. So it's $2.98 per covered employee per month, and that's it. So this is for our employee benefit.
I'd make a motion, we go ahead and enter into this agreement as well with CureLink And it is a 3-year agreement.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes.
And Tony, that just specifically, it's an important agreement that we just signed. We have 453 employees that are on our health benefit trust or program. And this contract offers mental health services for families and family members. And we pay a flat rate, and the employee wouldn't receive any additional charges, as you said,
Right.
until they exhaust 8 visits. And then they would, so it's a really good service. On this issue, we try to be proactive rather than catching up. If somebody's having some issues, we want them to get to see the right person and get some help early before it gets maybe worse. So it's a good program for our employees.
Did we vote?
You started, you didn't finish.
Yeah, I'm
You got the
sorry.
motion, but you didn't.
Oh, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion passes. That ends our advertised agenda. I will say the county offices will be closed tomorrow, Tuesday, May 5th, for the primary election. Our next regularly scheduled meeting will be Monday, May 11th. I won't be here. Actually, leaving that day to go back to Japan for our trip, our economic development trip.
Nihongo Jozu to ne.
Right? And
Tony's Japanese has gotten really good. He's been working on it.
I've been working on
So
it, but you know,
that's-
what's interesting is I want to show the people I meet over there how important they are and show them that how seriously I take it and I want to communicate, but they all want to practice their English. They teach English from primary school in Japan. And so they all want to practice their English, and a lot of them speak it better than I do, unfortunately. So, but it's a wonderful time. We'll be there. I'm going with our new economic development director, Phil Wagner. Be his first trip. You know, when Jason Hester was here, he was here for many, many years, and going with him was very, very simple. My first time, I was very, very grateful. Now I'm kind of the leader
Lead
because I
dog.
have to show all that stuff. So, but we have several meetings planned. We're going to go visit Toyota. We're going to go up to Toyama to visit the SUNY Corp. We have several. We're going to go to Miyoshi, our sister city, and visit them, as well as Miyama Corporation. We have a
And it's an
couple.
important trip. Tony, I appreciate you going.
It's a critical trip, really is.
Quite honestly, I just have no desire to go.
It's
I mean-
it's a hike.
You're younger than me, and I think the time has come that it's important that the county has more of a presence in that field. You know, we've attracted 3 businesses, big businesses in the county outside the city limits in the
Oh,
county.
no
And
question.
potentially it's gonna explode in the next few years. So it's a good thing that you're going.
Yes, thank you. I want to continue to build that relationship that was started 40 some years ago. And it's very important to them to have that relationship and to see someone go and make the trip. And I can tell you this, a couple of the county companies that aren't in the city had never been visited before. And because they're kind of out of the way. And so we make the point of going, and it just means the world to them.
And it really does. To them, it means an awful lot.
And it supports continued investment and things like that. And so happy to do it. We also have a meeting or two with potential companies that are looking to possibly expand into the United States. And we're making the case for them to do it here. So, and one of them's a biomed, and it would be fantastic. So anyway, I'll be leaving for that meeting, so I won't be here for the next couple. So I think Larry's going to chair those. And if you have any good tips for me for my trip. Yes, sir.
Yeah, one question. You, the last time you went last year.
2 years ago,
spoke-
believe it or
2
not.
years ago already,
Yeah.
okay. You spoke of the pins that you had made.
Mhm.
Did you have some more made?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just curious.
So I designed a pin, a lapel pin, that has the picture of our Bob Stewart Bridge. And it says the bridge to friendship. And then underneath it says, it has the Japanese symbol Kizuna, which is a kanji that means friendship formed through trust and challenge. And Kizuna is a very, very, very important symbol in Japan. And when I would hand that pin out, people would almost burst into tears because it means so much to them. In 2011, when they had the big tsunami, the nationwide symbol.
The one guy
Of-
that cried, then Tony realized that he was stepping on his foot. Why he cried.
How dare you?
And they love big people. So Tony.
I was being poignant.
Great guy to go.
You ruined my poignant
Yeah,
message.
Sumo Tony.
Yeah. I'm bigger than the sumo guy. The last time we went to a restaurant that shows sumo, and they have a sumo mat, and they kind of teach you about it. And you go down and get your picture taken at the end, and I walked down there and the two sumo guys were like.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got a job offer, but I decided to come.
I'm glad you moved.
Kizuna means the world, that was their national symbol for rebuilding and things. And so it was,
Well, the lady that you befriended, you going to be able to touch base?
I
with her
hope
again?
so. So Remy-san was our guide in Hiroshima. We're not going to Hiroshima this year because it's farther west than we're going this year. So I probably won't get to see her again, but I'm sure we'll make a phone call or something. But yeah, I just, you hear about Japan and you hear people say, oh, they're standoffish or whatever. Couldn't be farther from the truth. They were the warmest, kindest people. And the people warn me, oh, Tony, you're big. They're going to stare at you. I'm like, you don't think they do that here? I grew up here, remember? Anyway.
Well, we're glad you're going.
Yes, and it's a
good thing.
valuable trip, and it's, I go every other year, the mayor goes every other, or we go, but so far it's been me. And, but we're going every other year to save expenses, and so, but yeah, looking forward to it, strengthening those relationships. See what strange foods I can eat. Last time I ate fried eel bones. They were delicious. They were delicious. This year I'm looking for takoyaki, which is little octopus balls fried in the little dough. I don't know. I like weird stuff. But anyway, looking forward to it and looking forward to representing us all well. So you'll get my full report when I get back. Any questions or anything to share for us before we adjourn?
Tony.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we touched briefly on property taxes. And so next Monday, I think is the last day to pay property taxes. And you kind of got our.
What's the last day before you get fined?
Yes, yes. And it turns out that a fair amount of the property tax bills have, for lack of a better term, have disappeared and not reached their destination. I hold one right here with some checks. I'm responsible for 5 property tax bills and I got 1 out
I
of
didn't
5.
get mine on my house, but I'm
And
aware of it.
The reason I bring it up is the treasurer doesn't accept ignorance
As an excuse.
in lieu of May 11th, okay? So if you know you have a property tax bill, whether you've received it or not, it needs to be paid or, you'll face a little bit of a penalty. And we talked this morning back in our conference room, property taxes are a sore subject, particularly in May. Sometimes in November for those that make the payment twice. You know, and we discussed probably the fairest tax in the world is a user tax, where if you use something or buy something, you ought to be taxed then. Property tax is not a very fair tax. Tony, what was the analogy you used? That, oh,
Unrealized gains.
it's an unrealized gain, because if you buy a stock and then sell it at a profit, you do get taxed.
When you
If
sell
you
it.
sell it at a loss, you might get a little bit of a loss benefit or a credit.
Nothing
But,
happens till you sell it.
you know, it varies throughout the United States, taxation policies. And I guess there is just no good answer. But if we didn't have taxes, how would we maintain our roads? How would we, for some reason, ever since the devil tempted Adam and Eve, I'm gonna throw them both in there. We need the court system and we need law enforcement.
Public safety.
Public safety. So, you know, those are probably really the two big principal items that government needs to take care of, is our roads and bridges and law enforcement and the court system.
It's a good thing we don't have to worry about funding defense here.
Yeah,
But I gotta tell you something, Jackson County's been looking pretty suspect.
yeah. So anyway,
Bad.
just wanted to remind everybody that the property tax bills are due the first time, I think next Monday, May
Monday,
11th.
May 11th, yeah.
So, and
Dan.
not everyone received
Yeah.
tax
No,
bills.
right. Danny?
You guys probably don't have the answer, but I mean, my mortgage, I pay my property taxes through my mortgage.
It got paid. It got paid. If it's in escrow, it got paid. Whether you got the bill or not, it got paid.
You're okay if it's paid through your payment, if you have a payment.
Yeah, that's how mine is at home, and it got paid. They don't wait for the bill. I don't know that they even get a bill there. Maybe they do, I don't know, but. Any other questions, thoughts?